Adam Smith, yeah, great card here in Liverpool this weekend.
Yeah, it's a really good card. I'm really looking forward to it.
Absolutely, and obviously Derek Chisora joining the party quite late, signing with Matchroom recently, and yeah, he's got a European title shot. Obviously, touch with everything goes well for him.
Not chuck that table at me at the press conference.
Yeah,
I think it's all nailed down.
Oh yeah, was that? Have you spoke to him since then?
Of course I have.
Yeah.
Derek and I go way back. He's a character. He's a personality. He's an enigma. He's you know, you don't quite know what you're going to get with him. We talk about unpredictability like we did with Hay and Bellew. It's, you know, Derek Chisora is unpredictable, which is why we want to watch him, don't we? Obviously he's back. It's great to see him back again. Great fight with Dylan White last year. I really wanted to see him and Dylan in again.
We will, won't we, at some point next year?
I think we have to. I mean, I think that's unfinished business. It was so close last time out. You know, so I'd like to see them fight again. Yes, it's great to have him here. It's great to see him in Monaco in a few weeks' time. Good to have Chisora back. You know, Dylan will be back at the end of October. So yeah, that keeps simmering along. Really good to have Chisora on. What is a fantastic card here.
What's your pick and fights on this card?
Well, you know how much I love coming to Liverpool. It's my second city, and it's a fight city, and I think this is a fight card worthy of that. You know, 4 really good fights. I mean, I love Paul Butler and Stuart Hall again. I saw Stuart Hall recently when he had a little workout on the Next Gen show, and he was saying, please, if there's any way you can get me that Butler fight, please. Not up to me, it's up to Eddie. But I'm really pleased that that's happening again. It's a great rematch. It was good the first time. Love to see it again. Also, Rocky Fielding, you know, he's come back from, you know, that disaster with Callum Smith here, and he's rebuilt, and great to see him going in the unification match with Brophy. You know, the British and Commonwealth titles at stake. Real 50-50 fight. Really looking forward to that one. Dodd and Stalker. I mean, you know, it's great, isn't it? You've got to love these cross rivalries, Birkenhead and Liverpool, and you know, it's a good clash of styles. And of course, Farrell and O'Hara. You know, how will O'Hara come back to Liverpool? You know, when he was on that Hay Bellew press conference on the Monday, he was giving the Liverpool fight fans real grief, wasn't he? Before he fought Derry Matthews, how's he going to be welcomed back into the city? And also after, you know, the Josh Taylor defeat. Great to have O'Hara back again, another character in with Farrell, I really like Tom Farrell, unbeaten, good stylist. It's a lovely clash, that. So add Natasha Jonas, Anthony Fowler, Derek Chisora on. I think it's a really good night ahead, and yeah, pick 'em fights.
Now, you announced yesterday that on the 4th of October, along with the card in Monaco, you're also going to be live from the Barclays Centre in Brooklyn for Deontay Wilder against Luis Ortiz. And this is real implications, obviously, for our heavyweights here, Anthony Joshua, etc. But what a great fight that is between Wilder and Ortiz.
So we've got AJ on October the 28th, AJ and Pulev, and the week later, November the 4th, a huge doubleheader. Yeah, Monaco, first of all, the likes of Jamie McDonnell, Scott Quigg, Derek Chisora, and then over to the to New York, to the Barclays Centre for a great fight. I mean, I think Deontay Wilder needed a test. I think Stephen Espinoza at Showtime wanted him to have a test, and I think they made that very clear. And I think Luis Ortiz is just that. He's going to come. He's got nothing to lose. Yes, people say he's old. He hasn't shone when he's been over here. The Malik Scott fight in Monaco was poor, but you know, he's got a lot of talent. He can hit. He's very awkward. I've talked a lot with Johnny about Luis Ortiz because he likes the Cubans, and he can see a lot of what he did in the ring with what they did. You know, they're very elusive, and I think he'll provide a real test for Deontay Wilder. I expect Wilder to come through because of his youth and probably his power ultimately, but it's a really good fight. And if he shines against Luis Ortiz, that's only going to set the whole thing simmering for AJ next year, you know, the big unification, because that's what we all want. We all want to see AJ and Wilder next year, home or abroad, or a couple of them. That would be fantastic, because with Tyson Fury out the picture at the moment, and of course we all hope Tyson Fury comes back to boxing, because him and AJ again is another massive fight. But at the moment, if you look at it on paper, you know, Joe Parker didn't really impress against Hughie Fury.
Yeah, what did you make of that?
I thought it was a weird fight. I mean, it was a strange fight. I was in LA for the Campbell fight. Didn't Luke do well in the defeat to Linares, but I thought that I only watched it on a small screen. It buffered a little bit. I didn't see the whole thing. I was watching it with Matt Macklin, and you know, it was difficult to sort of, we were sort of doing other things at the same time, so I didn't sort of score it round after round, but it looked to me as though Hughie had his moments. maybe didn't sort of push forward when he needed to, and Joseph Parker was strong and kept coming forward. It reminded me a little bit of a sort of a slightly poor man's version of Tyson Fury and Vladimir Klitschko, which it didn't look a great fight to me. But I mean, I'd have to watch it back properly. But I thought, you know, Hughie can come again from it, and Joe Parker didn't overly impress me. But you know, Hughie Fury's a difficult guy to fight. The Furies are tough. They're very tough to fight. They're very elusive. So I don't know. It wasn't a great spectacle for me. I'd like to see Parker in with Bellew, with White, with Chisora, with, you know, someone like that, and ultimately with AJ. But I don't think, if I was AJ, I would be losing a lot of sleep over Joe Parker's last few performances. But obviously we need him up there, because if Joshua beats Pulev, and that's a tough fight, you know. Pulev is awkward. He's very experienced. He has only had that one loss to Klitschko. Everyone's saying, oh, it's an easy fight for Joshua. It's not. It's a tough fight. They're all tough now at this level, and I think that if he beats Pulev, you've got to be looking at next year, and you want to think maybe Parker would be one of those in a unification. But going back to Wilder, I think Wilder's the one. You know, he's the brash American. He's the one with personality and charisma. You know, Bellew's not going to fight Joshua. If Hay beats Bellew, maybe Hay would, and again, that's a big promotion. But if you're looking at the big ones, the sort of Wembleys, the huge ones that are going to get the real casuals into it, I think you've got to have Wilder and Joshua for 2018. But then Wilder's got a tough test against Ortiz. So yeah, there's two sort of semi-finals in a way here, aren't they? Joshua gets past Pulev, Wilder gets past Ortiz, then may they collide. You'd love that, wouldn't you?
Love it, absolutely. What did you make of that whole YouTube pay-per-view thing? That
listen, I think it's interesting that, that other channels are trying this out. You know, ITV Box Office, YouTube. Listen, the more boxing that's out there for people, the better. That's what I say. You know, the fact that I was in America and I could sign up to YouTube, I mean, man, I could watch it. You know, so you know, obviously we've been doing box office fights for many years. And there's a way we do them, and there's a stability to our technical and operations department. There's a way that we can utilise our Sky Arsenal, like Sky Sports News, SkySports.com, and our big linear programmes to really drive through a box office event to give, you know, huge value for money all the way through until people are actually watching it on the night. So I think that's important. But look, it's accessible. I watched it. I really enjoyed Josh Wales' fight against Don Broadhurst. We had Josh in to Sky this week. He's a great story. Window cleaner, becoming a British champion whenever I wrote him off. He was literally a bit like Stewie Hall was the other week. He was on to me the whole time. Please just give me another chance. Please give me another chance. I said, look, I'm not a promoter. It's not up to me. But if it was up to me, I'd love to see you in with a McDonald again, whatever. Listen, he's taken his opportunities. Good luck to Josh. I think it's a fantastic story. So really enjoyed watching that. As I said, didn't see the whole of the Fury Parker fight, but the access was fine. I watched it on YouTube, and you know, good luck to them.
And just finally, a quick word on obviously Andre Ward retiring from boxing. A little bit of a shock there, Adam.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
I think that Andre Ward has nothing really to prove. I mean, he was you know, brilliant at super middleweight. He won the Super 6. Carl Froch will tell you how good he is, begrudgingly. But he's a super fighter and has been for a long time, ever since he was a gold medalist in the amateurs. You know, when was the last time he lost? I think the story goes 10, 12, 14, I don't know, but you know, he's been brilliant for so long. And I think that, you know, the win over Kovalev, the second win, was sort of, you know, shut the book there, and it proved. And I think, yes, it would have been maybe interesting to have a fight with Bellew. He wasn't big enough for a Joshua or those sort of heavyweights. But you know what? He's a bright guy. He's a good analyst as well. He can easily get a job the other side of the ropes in boxing if he wants. I'm sure he wants to spend a lot of time with his family now. He's been dedicated to the sport a long time through difficult injury problems, promotional difficulties, and also he's not always been, you know, a fans fighter because he's done it his own way. You know, if you've got the talent like a Mayweather, like an Andre Ward, you know, often you're not going to get, you know, the real praise until long after your career, I think. And I think people will look back at this as being the Floyd Mayweather generation, but I think they'll look back at Andre Ward in years to come as a real genuine talent and one of the best fighters I've ever covered live. Certainly as far as his ring intelligence, his craft, his and also his, you know, his manners in and out of the ring. I think he got a hard time for stuff in the ring. I think he was a clever fighter, and I think in the press conferences and around the outside and the build-up, he's always been an absolute gentleman. And yeah, I'll remember Andre Ward as a great fighter, and one, as I say, I think that history will be kinder to him as years go on. So yeah, we'll miss him.
Adam Smith, thank you very much for talking to IFL TV, and it's a jam-packed schedule up until
it is, isn't it? We're going to be busy.
I know.
Every weekend almost.
Every weekend indeed.
Yeah.
No days off.
Not sure the families are too
no days off.
Our families are too happy about that, but there we go.
All right, Adam. Thank you very much.
Kate.
Cheers, mate.